because you can think on it.
Thing is throw it up to Patina. Right there. I'm serious. You throw it up to Patina, he comes down with it.
Number 12, Gavynn Patina, the junior wide receiver, coming in with a fantastic snag.
Welcome in, guys, to Heard It Here First, your Central Texas showcase of premier talent and teams. And when it comes to premier talent, we're starting off with Gavynn Patina, wide receiver for the Valle Cardinals. Gavynn, talk to me about your journey to football, your beginning, and now you're in your senior year. Talk to me about that triumph and that route.
All right, yes, sir. So I started playing football like when I was a little older. I started football, baseball since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
And then I kind of gradually went into football because of my dad.
Okay.
He's the one who wanted to get me into it. And, I wasn't really good at first. I started off receiver, obviously. And then going into my middle school years, I went to quarterback.
Okay.
And I started just playing quarterback 7th, 8th, and 9th grade year. And it was a little challenging, because I was new to the game still.
Yes, sir.
But 9th grade year really made me flip a switch because I was on B team. Started off freshman B team. And I didn't like it. I didn't play that much. It wasn't really what I wanted. So sophomore year, I went to play receiver, and I love the receiver.
Yep.
I love catching the ball, making great plays. So sophomore year, I was on JV. And then I just kept working. That all season, work. I want to give a big shout out, just one shout out real quick to Zavani. He really helped me with my footwork and really improved, Zavani Garza, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Zavani Garza. So sophomore year, we was working. I was working with all my friends. We was working. And then it got me better prepared for junior year. And yeah, that's where.
So what was interesting to me is whenever I got to start seeing you play, I was watching 7-on-7 leagues around the area.
Yeah.
And that would have been right before your junior year, your sophomore year. And I was telling Chance, the guy that I broadcast with, I said, this Gavynn Patina's got some hops. Dude's got hands. He's got great routes. Talk to me about what you think is one of your best attributes as a wide receiver.
As a wide receiver, I think one of my best attributes is going up and getting the ball. Without a doubt, I'm going to go up there and I'm going to fight for that ball. You know? I'm come down with it, or nobody's coming down with it.
You do great with contested catches. Those contested catches are always. Not only that, you're climbing the ladder. You got hops like all get out. So that concentration in the air, getting those snags, has been something great to watch.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you to be your own critic. What is one thing that you would say Gavynn Patina needs to work on to help you get to that next level, or just improve, so to say?
I would say the biggest thing that I need to work on, Gavynn Patina, is my speed. It's not as much as I want it there to be. It's not next level, right?
Yeah.
So that's the main thing that I need to work on is my speed, and I'm working on it during this off season with a trainer.
Okay.
But yeah, my speed, and then I'd say I can work on my house way more too. I want to get way more up there. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with improving what's already good and making it great, which I think is great, man. I love your style of play.
Appreciate that.
Whenever it comes to what you were saying, your speed, I think you should check out a dude named Keyshawn Johnson. He was a wide receiver back in the day, or I say back in the day whenever I was growing up. And Keyshawn Johnson wasn't elite speed, but the dude was always open. And that's what you are. You're always open. You're able to create that separation with the quickness.
Yes, sir.
You add that speed onto it, though. Shoot, it'll be deadly.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Last year, 23 receptions, only second on the team behind a senior. Now you're in your senior year. Talk to me about that leadership role and how it feels to be that guy now.
Yes, sir. So a big thing is accountability. We all hold each other accountable, from even the younger receiving group, the receivers, to the older receivers, me, Zavani, Berto. We are all holding each other accountable. and even D'Angelo and Fabian.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So it's just we all got a good relationship, and we just keep working within camp and outside of camp. We were working.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's all it is, man. Practice makes perfect, man. And honestly, like, that's a cliche saying, but the more reps, the more you do. So you're in that senior leadership role, you and Zavani. You got a sophomore with a year of experience. Who's someone we may be surprised by in addition to that wide receiver room this year?
Yes, sir. Big shout out to CV, Caden,
Okay.
Villarreal.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
he's gonna be a good receiver. He puts his heart into the game, toughness. I'm not trying to like say too much, but he kind of reminds me of me.
Yeah.
He's just a dog, man. Like
Yeah.
he loves playing football and he's gonna work. Work.
Yes, sir.
That's all about it, man. He just works.
So who are some of your favorite wide receivers that maybe you mimic your game, and what gives you motivation to play the game?
Okay, so my favorite wide receivers that I kind of mimic my game around is I say I love Cowboys, George Pickens.
Yeah.
I love his game.
Yeah.
And then I've also been watching a little bit of Jacoby Lane.
Yeah.
Jacoby Lane. I like the way his swag is,
Nice.
his footwork. But I get most of my material from Zavani. I can't even lie to you. His footwork is awesome, and it just
Zavani got it like that, huh?
You guys like that. It's
That's
smooth.
what's up, man. And at the beginning of last year, watching Zavani, he came out, man. That dude was snagging left and right. He's got great routes too. I love watching Zavani.
Yeah,
That's all. I would always say, that's a Garza right there.
Yeah, no, we work out a lot together, and outside of football, outside of we got a good bond,
Yeah.
And so outside of camp and all that, he's helping me improve my forward because I started off with a quarterback,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm working my way to receiver, and so it's not all that jigginess is not there yet, but it's coming there. It's getting along.
It's crazy because, like, honestly, I just started watching you towards the end of your sophomore year.
Yes, sir.
And shoot, you look like you've been playing for a while.
Yes, sir.
So that's news to me that Gavynn Patina just started balling, and I mean, shoot, you got it, man. And having that help with Zavani is great.
Yes, sir.
You said you want to speak about some motivation. Tell me what motivates Gavynn Patina.
My motivation to my number one, my mother.
Yes, sir.
Emily Patina. Yeah. She just what makes me keep going, the toughness and how strong she is emotionally and physically. She just brings my day better every day, and without her I wouldn't have what I have now, so that's the main one who keeps me going,
Awesome, man.
Obviously my dad,
Yes,
he
sir.
passed away 2 years ago.
Mm.
So him, my mom was always there when I was young. So, she's always making me push myself harder.
Yes,
But
sir.
even my dad passing away just motivated me more to go and get the dreams that he wanted me to achieve.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Yes, sir. That's what it was, man.
So we talked about your motivations. Talked about your father, Santos Patina, the legacy he has left, and the motivation that still inspires you to this day. What is it that he did that really just gets you going in whenever it's crunch time?
Yes, sir. So, the legacy he left, he was my loudest fan. So, not having him there in the stands, it left something,
Absolutely.
So he was the loudest person, and him and my mom, I gotta give credit to my mom. So she's still loud for both of them.
Yeah.
But my dad, he was loud, and I can hear him from the stands telling them where the plays gonna go, telling me just be ready for that side. And so I just his the way he coached too, because he coached me. The way he coached, the way he yelled for all the boys on the field. And the way just the love that he had for everybody, his whole family, everyone, it left that legacy and left me wanting to do more.
Just meeting you, I've known you for a little bit. Meeting your brother, I can tell right off the rip, your dad and a gentleman with great hearts and work ethics, all get out, And so there's not a doubt in my mind that dude's super proud. There's no doubt about that.
Thank you.
Let's talk about some of let's talk about your coaches, Coach Will, and what they have done for your game.
Coach Will, 100% has proved me a lot. He showed me that coaches really care. Coach Will, he's consistent. That's a big word for Coach Will. Consistent. Like he's gonna show up for us no matter what.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, I feel like he'll be here for a while. The amount of effort he gives into the community and just us in general, it shows that he really cares.
Yep.
And so, yeah, Coach Will, I really appreciate you. The how do I say it? He's teaching us a lot. Especially from just being young men in general.
Yeah. Men after the game.
Yes, sir. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah, Coach Will, he's being there for us a lot. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And you get a new district this year.
Yes, sir.
The Lakes are out.
Yes, sir.
I already told you what I think you're going to put on paper.
Yes, sir.
I don't see no reason. I really honestly believe you'll be an all-district selection.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about this upcoming district and what we can expect out of the Del Valley football team this year.
What we can expect is we're going to fight to the whistle blows.
Yep.
100%. We have a lot of guys, young guys, who hold each other accountable, and we're going to go ball. That's all I can really say. Playoffs that's the number one thing on our goal.
Absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. Is there anything you would like to leave the Central Texas fans, the Del Valley fans, the Heard It Here First fans? What do we expect out of Gavynn Patina, 2026, in your senior year at Del Valley? What can we expect out of Gavynn Patina?
You're gonna expect hustle. I'm gonna come at you every play. You're gonna expect a lot of catches, a lot of yards. I'm talking 500 plus. I gotta stamp that 500 plus because I need to prove myself. I gotta prove myself. So expect just me 100% every play. 100%.
I would second that. I have a guess of about 37 receptions for 523 yards and 6 touchdowns.
I got you.
And that's on a run-heavy offense.
I got you. Yeah, run heavy too.
This player profile will be done with your intro, with your mom's work. This one, I'm actually getting a little break on. I don't have to do any of that in your hype videos. So dope. I appreciate you using my voice. And Chance says thank you. And so, Gavynn, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much, guys. All right, guys, it's going to do it for us here at CODA. We're at the Circuits of the Americas in Austin, Texas. Gavynn Patina's profile preview right here on Heard It Here First. Thank y'all, and have a blessed day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is Gavynn Patina's player profile in his junior year, 23 receptions for $177 and a touchdown, and how he ended last year with 4 receptions, 54 yards, and that touchdown. That is, I think, going to be intricate into what he's going to be doing in his senior year. New district alignment, and looking forward to seeing Patina being in all-district selection. So let's jump right into the film, man. Let's go back here. Let's talk about contested catches. I noticed that Patina uses this right hip drop to separate from defenders, and he's always good at catching the contested catch. There's that way to fend off against defenders, man. I really like it. I noticed it a lot. Here it is again. Bam! With a defender on him. And so one thing I've noticed in all of these highlights is that these are contested catches. And he goes up and he grabs it, man. Look at this. Dude, on him. And there's that right hip drop. I love this catch. I love this one. This one is my favorite. I mean, and a good throw, man. Good, right on the money right there. And so that was a dang good play right there. He shows his elusiveness. He's talking about his speed, but right there, I think that speaks plenty on his speed. He's very quick. Says he wants to work on his hops and his speed this offseason. But if I'm being honest with you, he's got pretty good speed. His hops are great. Always can get the contested catch and can climb the rope, shifty, as shown here. And so what Gavynn Patina brings to these Del Valley Cardinals and his senior leadership role, you see the shiftiness, you see the quickness, you see the hops, you see he can catch the tough catches. And
I think he's got really good speed as well. If that's something he wants to work on, as well as those hops, hey, more power to him. The dude is an athlete and looking to always get better. And this is why it's been an honor to be able to do Gavyn Patina's player profile going into his senior year and able to just break down a little footage of why Gavyn Patina is so dang good on Friday nights. Thank y'all for joining in. Hit that like and subscribe for more player profiles and preseason previews this offseason. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and y'all have a great evening.